does the level of success, adding shows, adding money, adding objects, what's the emotional arc of it?
I think the arc is that there's an excitement when it starts. Then there's like, you get, the funny thing is how used to it you get so fast.
Hours.
You're like, oh my God. And then you're like, yeah. But I'm not even like in an arrogant way. You're like, well, that's just the thing now.
Yeah.
It's funny how you hear this like your whole life. You hear it about like usually like rock stars and stuff. But they'll be like, yeah, it's not, there's nothing up there. And it's not fulfilling. And you're like, bullshit.
Let me see.
And the real answer for me is that it's bullshit if you try to say that having money and access to things doesn't make life easier. Of course it does.
Yeah.
But it is not ultimately fulfilling. You do not actually feel complete by the fact that you got paid well or you acquired a thing. And I think at some point you think that will be the case. Well, if
maybe I just wasn't enough money this time.
And
maybe there's probably a better amount.
And when I move up to that, that'll make me feel complete and fulfilled. And it doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can
no,
say
I don't. I mean,
experience.
it doesn't. It's universal.
Yeah.
Prince had a good line, which is, "Money won't buy you happiness, but it'll help pay for the search."
That's very good.
Pretty good. Died of a drug overdose.
But
before that,
drugs are cool. I should say that.
But you don't. Do you do the good one? You do the fun ones? You do coke? You do? No,
I wish.
Shit. I know.
I know. I got scared. I got scared too young. I overdosed when I was 19.
Really?
Yeah. So when you
on what?
I took a bunch of GHB, drank a bunch, ecstasy, like all together in one night. And it was really the amount of GHB and the booze, which was like you weren't supposed to mix them ever.
Yeah.
And then I just ended up in a coma. So when you have that early, and I could see the path I was on because I was trying things. I was in college, and coke would have been a natural thing, but it's too terrifying. Like I was too scared by that.
I thought you were going to say Len Bias.
Len Bias was my dog. Yeah.
I mean, one of your road dogs. Like that did it for me. I've done I've literally done this once, and I did a bump the night after my Comedy Central hour because I just was like, well, it'd be funny if I died. If I do this bump and I die, that's funny.
You're really committed.
Yeah, like I did one line, and I was like, I don't even know why this is famous. I don't know why I've heard of this drug.
What's that shit that people are like? They're like, stay away from it, and they're saying that it helps you. They're selling it like as a workout supplement too. Is it?
Kratom.
Yeah,
yeah.
That gives you like this in certain doses. It gives you like this euphoric kind of like feel good thing. But people are using it sometimes to get off of opiates.
Yes, I used to eat it. I took
the liquid form of it, and I was like, I feel great. And then people were like, be careful. A lot of people were like warning me to be careful. I don't know. I was taking it every 4 days.
Do you trust donated drugs?
No.
Okay.
I get thrown stuff, given stuff. Never.
Okay. Do you give it to somebody and they do it?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. There's always someone in stand-up who's like, yeah, fine.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you like the road? You're like really on the road. You're like Kenny Rogers on the road.
Yeah, I overdid it on this tour. But also touring is, like, I've never known anything else, honestly. I mean, as an adult, like, sure, I wasn't touring out of the gate. But I started touring heavily, and I mean heavily as a middle act, in 2006. So by 2007, I was like, yeah, I worked 35 weeks last year. I was a middle, but I still was like all over the place. It's never, ever been paired. The only time it ever came down was pandemic, like 2020, where it like was like, no, you're staying home. And then we still were like finding, Oklahoma City's allowing it. And you're like, go do a show there, like, I mean, touring is natural to me.
Do you fly well? Like, meaning like I can't stay awake on flights, so it's kind of invisible.
Oh.
Like I just get on a plane and my like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm jealous of you.
Yeah.
No, I'm up. I'm usually awake for flights. I have to be like beyond exhausted to sleep on a flight. But flights don't bother me. Like I have friends that are scared of flying.
Yeah.
I have people that, I'm taking flying lessons. So.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Cool. That's the money level.
Yeah, that's a fun one. That's a good one.
That's the Bill Burr level unlocked.
Yeah.
Hey, did you like that? Did you like that? Yeah, did you like it though? You want more? Don't want to work? Would rather watch videos of me grab-assing with people? First of all, go up here to subscribe, and then go up here to watch more clips. This is like when the weatherman says that there's a high pressure system coming in. I'm not really used to the green screen.